Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius December 16, 2022. You prefer to keep things grounded and realistic, generally speaking, but today's Sun-Neptune transit can blur the boundaries. It's a better day for freeform and behind-the-scenes activities, but it's hard to lock things down. Because perceptions are skewed, it may be better this way. There can be uncertainty hanging around you, and leaving things open or undecided may be necessary. There can be disruptions to the regular flow, but the detours you take could lead to new ideas and perhaps some inspiration. If motivation levels are low or you have trouble focusing, consider ways to fill your needs for more imagination, romance, or spirituality. Consider that letting your guard down from time to time can help you understand yourself and your needs better. On a regular day, taming expectations is easier for you than most. You're practical and don't like to overshoot. Today, however, is tricky. Tiptoe forward today. By all means, do not charge forward without keeping your eyes ahead. If you do, you will be like an animal that has stepped into a metal trap. As you struggle for freedom to pull out your broken, bloody leg, you'll realize the only way to do so is to saw it off. The mighty sun in your solar 12th house of karma will be consumed by the wicked storms of Neptune, choking out all light and hope. Yet, in this moment of panic and fear, it may just be the universe getting the best of you. Close your eyes and breathe through the stress before you unleash your panic on someone who loves you. They, too, are in a nightmare on this day. Keep moving forward. As the moon enters Virgo while the sun in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces, you may feel a little discombobulated with your professional plans and conversations about the future. There could be this feeling of anxiety as you attempt to move forward without a clear direction or plan of action. Instead of feeding into your nervousness, try to take a step back to calm your mind. If needed, talk to a close confidant or work friend about what you want to explore in your professional journey. Talking something through never hurts. With no planetary activity in your financial sector, the moon's departure yesterday has left you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled and everything needed to bring this financial year home. With the moon gone, there is no longer any pressure on Saturn in your income sector. But as the money gods shift all their focus back to the income side of the financial fence, it is with a better understanding of a balance between money coming in and money going out. Suspending judgment allows you to see more of the truth. Suspending judgment of the self allows you particularly to see your inner truth. Today's astral configuration is wonderful for personal inquiry. Are you doing things for yourself that aid your sense of well-being, or things that detract from it? What kind of behavior do you see in your friends that you admire and would like to follow? You have the freedom to choose your own health practices. Once upon a time, people went to work, did what they had to do, and then called it a day. As soon as you set foot in the home, that was where the concentration was. But as you are probably more than aware, this is no longer the case. There just isn't the same amount of time left for fun, unless you are committed to ensuring it. That is part of this day's duty, so why not go with it? Make some plans and enjoy yourself. The sun might still be 7 days away from Capricorn and from the start of your birthday month and new solar year, but already there is a chance to look to the future with confidence. The moon is not only making its last visit to an adventurous part of your chart for the year during Venus and Mercury's first full week in Capricorn, but moves into a friendly aspect to both today. As Mercury and Venus have returned ahead of the sun to give you a head start, as well as sparking a sense of wanderlust, curiosity, and adventure, this gives you confidence in the journey ahead. As the moon makes its last visit to an adventurous part of your chart for the year, it not only reaches out to the North Node on the romantic front, but to Venus and Mercury in their first full week in Capricorn. Today's adventurous lunar vibes are bringing a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together, just as the planets of love and communication are starting to do the same. Our eyes in the sky. Themes today revolve around passion, activity, optimism, and the way energy moves. Be aware of your personal boundaries, and remove yourself from any situation in which people don't respect your thoughts or voice. Confusion could hang fairly thick in the air, so try not to get immersed in situations that don't make sense to you. Watch out for gaslighting behavior in yourself and others, and don't let anyone invalidate your feelings with conversational gymnastics. Intensify contacts to people, because they find you particularly likable right now. Plan your leisure time with family and good friends, and most importantly, make your plans together. You might feel like ringing up an old friend. The time is perfect to revive and strengthen old ties. This will make it easy for you to make new contacts and maybe even lifelong friendships. You may feel that others are acting unusually. You must quietly accept their conduct and not get upset if things temporarily don't go your way. Maybe you're more irritable and easily upset by things that have not mattered for a long time, or possibly the answer is just a simple case of getting some much-needed rest. The desire to break free from restrictive situations is real today, and you might have trouble focusing on tasks at work or school. Remember to ground yourself and focus on your breath if you feel overwhelmed. Use the energy today to set your intention to pursue your wildest dreams, but don't take any drastic action now. The lunar energy can be unpredictable and unstable, so expect the unexpected today and try not to let people or situations get the better of you. After midnight, the moon enters Virgo, exiting its void of course which began yesterday morning. During this lunar period, we achieve emotional equilibrium via organizational or logistical efforts. We want our lives to run as efficiently as possible, and are attracted to systems that mitigate stressors. Over the next 2 days, we look for ways to be of service to others. This can be a very productive time, ideal for decluttering our surroundings and getting routines in good working order. However, with such high standards, we can also be especially critical of others and ourselves. Whatever you take on seems to work out well, and everyone who you come into contact with admires the enthusiasm and expertise you show, giving a welcome boost to your self-confidence. Make sure you respect those who admire you and don't behave in an egotistical way. You may still need their continuing support if things do not turn out as expected. Go out and enjoy life to the full. You exude an inner calm and spontaneity that others find irresistible, so join in activities with them. Start a new hobby or visit an old friend. Whatever you do, reflect and find out what's been on your mind. Unable to connect with others as easily as normal, you feel misunderstood, deciding those around you are behaving unacceptably. It is important to allow some distance between you, rather than have endless discussions. Incorporate their point of view and feelings, which ultimately enhances your relationship. After sunup, the Sagittarius Sun squares off with Neptune in Pisces, facilitating self-deception. We might feel guilty, ashamed, or paranoid about actions taken, even if they don't warrant such scrutiny. As our self-esteem takes a nosedive, those with malicious intent recognize our vulnerable state and may seek to exploit it. We risk placing our faith in bad actors and becoming gullible to their schemes. If possible, avoid making deals or important decisions today. Steer clear of mind-altering or addictive substances. Expect misunderstandings or misdiagnoses. This is a better transit to use for artistic or creative experimentation than spiritual studies or divinatory practices.